YH8 Racing in McPhillamy Park is second. Illusv is fourth on Supers. Jason Short in Forest Elbow is 9. Best lap is a 3:56.017. Todd from New Zealand in Conrad Strait is P3. AL4SPN in Skyline is P10. Jason Short in Mountain Street. YH8 Racing in the Essies is P3 on Supers. Inadias in Conrad Strait is 9. Jason Short in Conrad Strait is P2. Jonathan Rosser in Mountain Strait is P8 on Supers. Best lap is a 2:15.247. YH8 Racing in Mountain Strait is third on Supers. Inadias is 9. Todd in the cutting is P4. Illusv in Conrad Strait is P5. Todd is fourth. Jason Short in the chase is P2. Best lap is a 2:07.776. Todd is P4. Yamashita 40 in pit straight is 7th on Supers. Illispin Skyline is P5. Yamashita 40 is 7th. Todd in the Essies is P4. YH8 Racing in the chase is 3rd. Todd is 5th. Inadias from New Zealand in Conrad Strait is P9. Jonathan Rosser in McPhillamy Park is P9. Todd in the cutting is 5th. AL4SPN in the cutting is 8th on Supers. Best lap is a 2:14.241. Jonathan Rosser is 9. Yamashita 40 in Conrad Strait is 6th. Best lap is a 2:10.603. Provinus is 12th on Supers. Jonathan Rosser is P9. AL4SPN in Hell Corner is 8th. Jonathan Rosser is P9. Gillespie Conrad Straight is 4th. Best lap is a 2:09.634. AL4SPN in Skyline is 9. YH8 Racing in McPhillamy Park is 3rd. Jonathan Rosser is P7. Best lap is a 2:11.8725. MMR 333 from Canada is P11 on Supers. Best lap is a 3:06.643. Inadias in Mountain Straight is P10. MMR 333 in Conrad Straight is P11. Jason Short from New Zealand in Griffin S Mount is 12th on Supers. YH8 Racing is 3rd. Jason Short in Forest Elbow is P12. Yamashita 40 is P7. Jason Short in Pit Straight is P12. Todd from New Zealand in Conrad Straight is P13 on Supers. MMR 333 in Conrad Straight is P5. Best lap is a 209.700. YH8 Racing in the cutting is P3. Todd in Mountain Straight is P13. Best lap is a 404.985. AL4SPN is P10. Yamashita 40 is 7. AL4SPN in the SEs is 11. Yamashita 40 in Conrad Straight is P8. Jonathan Rosser in Conrad Straight is 9. Yamashita 40 in Mountain Straight is 6th. Best lap is a 209.153. Jason Short in Conrad Straight is P3. Best lap is a 208.513. AL4SPN in Mountain Straight is P11. Jason Short in Pit Straight is P2. Best lap is a 207.452. Jonathan Rosser in the SEs is 9. Ravinus in the SEs is 13th. Best lap is a 227.418. MMR 333 in pit straight is P4. Best lap is a 2:08.636. Jonathan Rosser in pit straight is P9. Todd in Glory Bend is P14 on Supers. Yamashita 40 in Reed Park is 6th. Ravinus in Mountain Straight is 13th. Jason Short in Mountain Straight is 2nd. Inadias is P12. Yamashita 40 in pit straight is 6th. Best lap is a 2:09.072. AL4 SPN in the chase is P11. Jason Short in Conrad Straight is 2nd. Yamashita 40 in McPhillamy Park is P6 on Supers. Jason Short in Mountain Straight is 2nd. Todd in Conrad Straight is P12. Best lap is a 2:14.719. SPN is 11. Ravinus in Quarry Bend is 14. YH8 Racing in Mountain Straight is 6th. AL4 SPN in Mountain Straight is 9. Best lap is a 2:11.020. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Mountain Straight is P15. Inadias in Mountain Straight is P13. AL4 SPN in the SEs is P9. Inadias in Solman Park is P13. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Conrad Straight is 15. Inadias in Conrad Straight is 13th. Ravinus is 14th. Inadias in Pit Straight is 13th. YH8 Racing in Forest Elbow is P6. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P15. Best lap is a 3:53.610. YH8 Racing in Murray S Corner is 6th. In Mountain Straight is P7 on Supers. The qualification session is at Mount Panorama Circuit in Bathurst, Australia. MMR 333 from Canada is P27 on Supers. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Mountain Straight is 2nd on Supers. YH8 Racing in Mountain Straight is P6 on Supers. MMR 333 in Mountain Straight is P6. AL4 SPN in Mountain Straight is P8 on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Solman Park is P7 on Supers. AL4 SPN is 8th. 10 minutes remaining in the session. MMR 333 from Canada in Conrad Straight is 7th. Yamashita 40 in Hell Corner is 1st on Supers. Yamashita 40 is up 3.15 in the cutting. Yamashita 40 is up 3.68 in McPhillamy Park. Yamashita 40 is up 4.40 in Forest Elbow. Yamashita 40 is up 4.66 in the chase. Yamashita 40 improved his P1 with a 207.987. Todd from New Zealand is P3 up 20.45 on Supers. AL4 SPN is 7th up 11.12. AL4 SPN is up 12.23 in the chase. Gillis from New Zealand in Solman Park is P4 up 0.22 on Supers. Todd is 5th up 0.12. Illisp is 4th up 0.33. Illisp is up 0.17 in the chase. Remaining in the session. Illisp improved his fourth with a 2:11.162. 3.175 off pole. Matthew Gray 89.mg is provisional pole with a 2:07.411. AL4SPN is 7th. AL4SPN is up 13.94 in Conrad Straight. AL4SPN is up 13.13 in the chase. Ravinus in Forest Elbow is 9th up 7.96 on Supers. Ravinus is up 6.88 in the chase. Illisp in the chase is 4th up 1.01 on Supers. Todd is P3. Todd improved his P3 with a 2:10.821. 3.410 off pole. YH8 Racing is P8. YH8 Racing improved his P3 with a 2:09.338. 1.927 off pole. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Mountain Straight is first up 0.21. Matthew Gray 89.mg is up 0.22 in Griffin S Mount. YH8 Racing is P3 up 0.22 on Supers. YH8 Racing is up 0.19 in McPhillamy Park. MMR 333 in McPhillamy Park is P6 up 1.23. MMR 333 is up 1.33 in Forest Elbow. MMR 333 is up 1.25 in the chase. MMR 333 improved is fourth with a 209.614. 2.203 off pole. YH8 Racing in Mountain Straight is P3 on Supers. Jason Short from New Zealand in the cutting is 6th up 0.68 on Supers. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Jason Short is up 2.32 in Skyline. Jason Short is up 2.48 in Conrad Straight. Jason Short is up 2.35 in the chase. Todd is 7th. Best lap is a 2:10.821. 3.410 off pole. Inadias from New Zealand in pit straight is P11 on Supers. Broadcast Pot is 28th on Supers. The race session is at Mount Panorama Circuit in Bathurst, Australia. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. Jason Short is first. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P2 on Supers. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand is third on Supers. MMR 333 from Canada is P4 on Supers. YH8 Racing is P5 on Supers. Race start. YH8 Racing passed MMR 333 for fourth. Yamashita 40 in pit straight is P4. Yamashita 40 lost P4 to AL4 SPN. AL4 SPN in Mountain Straight is fourth on Supers. YH8 Racing in Mountain Straight is P8. YH8 Racing passed Jason Short for P7. Yamashita 40 is P5. AL4 SPN in Skyline is fourth. Yamashita 40 is P5. Yamashita 40 past AL4 SPN for P4. AL4 SPN in Conrad Straight is P5. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Todd from New Zealand is 9th on Supers. AL4 SPN is 5th, 0.7 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Mountain Straight is 4th, 0.7 ahead of AL4 SPN. AL4 SPN in Mountain Straight is P5, 0.6 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is P4 on Supers, 0.1 behind Yamashita 40. AL4 SPN is P5, 0.8 behind Jonathan Rosser. Jonathan Rosser in the SEs is 4th, 1.1 ahead of AL4 SPN. AL4 SPN in Forest Elbow is P5, 0.7 behind Jonathan Rosser. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand in Conrad Straight is 4th, 0.6 ahead of AL4 SPN. AL4 SPN is 5th, 0.4 behind Jonathan Rosser. AL4 SPN is now P4. YH8 Racing in Murray S Corner is P7, 2.4 behind Jonathan Rosser. Yamashita 40 is 3rd, 2.4 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 in Solman Park is P2, 0.9 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. MMR 333 past Matthew Gray 89.mg for first. Yamashita 40 in the SEs is 3rd. Best lap is a 2:10.119. 1.578 off the fastest lap. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Conrad Straight is 2nd, 1.1 behind MMR 333. Gillis from New Zealand in Conrad Straight is P5 on Supers, 1.9 behind AL4 SPN. Matthew Gray 89.mg in pit straight is P2, 1.6 behind MMR 333. Minutes remaining in the session. MMR 333 in Mountain Straight is P2, 0.2 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Yamashita 40 is P3, 1.3 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 in Solman Park is P2, 0.7 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. MMR 333 was 5.5 faster last lap. MMR 333 passed Matthew Gray 89.mg for P1. Jason Short from New Zealand is P8 on Supers, 1.0 behind Jonathan Rosser. Matthew Gray 89.mg on lap 4 is third, 0.8 behind Yamashita 40. Jason Short is 8th, 0.5 behind Jonathan Rosser. In the chase is P5, 1.5 behind AL4SPN. Jason Short from New Zealand in the chase is P8, 0.3 behind Jonathan Rosser. Jason Short was 9.6 faster last lap. Jason Short passed Jonathan Rosser for 7th. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand in pit straight is P8, 0.2 behind Jason Short. Illisp is P5, 1.0 behind AL4SPN. AL4SPN is 5th, 0.3 behind Illisp. Matthew Gray 89.mg in the Essies on lap 5 is P3, 0.7 behind Yamashita 40. AL4SPN in the Dipper is P5, 0.5 behind Illisp. AL4SPN passed Illisp for 4th. Yamashita 40 in Conrad Straight is P3 battling Matthew Gray 89.mg. Yamashita 40 was 3.7 faster last lap. Yamashita 40 passed Matthew Gray 89.mg for 2nd. Ravinus entering the pits is P11. Ravinus is P11. Jonathan Rosser in Conrad Straight is 8th. Illisp is 5th, 2.3 ahead of YH8 Racing. Ravinus exiting pits on Supers. YH8 Racing in Hell Corner is 5th, 2.6 ahead of Jason Short. Todd Todd entering the pits is P9. Gillis exiting pits on Supers. Todd is P9. Gillis from New Zealand in Mountain Straight is 8th, 4.9 behind Jonathan Rosser. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Todd is 9. Todd exiting pits on Supers. Jason Short in Skyline is 6th, 1.2 behind YH8 Racing. Gillis in the Essies is P8, 1.6 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 entering the pits is P1. Jason Short in Conrad Straight is 6th. Best lap is a 2:07.887. Matthew Gray 89.mg entering the pits is 3rd. Yamashita 40 exiting pits on Supers. MMR 333 exiting pits on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P3. Inadias from New Zealand is 10th on Supers. YH8 Racing exiting pits on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg exiting pits on Supers. Jonathan Rosser entering the pits is P8. AL4SPN exiting pits on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg is 5th. Jonathan Rosser exiting pits on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed YH8 Racing for P4. YH8 Racing is 5th on Supers, 2.2 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. MMR 333 in the Essies is P2. Best lap is a 2:08.961. 1.074 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 lost P2 to Jason Short. Ravinus entering the pits is P11. Ravinus is 11th. Yamashita 40 in Conrad Straight is 1st. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Conrad Straight is P4, 0.6 behind MMR 333. Illisp in Conrad Straight is 7th, 1.6 behind AL4SPN. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Pit Straight is P3, 0.8 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing entering the pits is 5th. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed MMR 333 for P2. Illisp in Mountain Straight is P5, 1.6 behind AL4SPN. Jason Short exiting pits on Supers. YH8 Racing exiting pits on Supers. YH8 Racing in Mountain Straight is 7th, 0.6 behind Jason Short. Illisp in the cutting is 5th, 0.9 behind AL4 SPN. Minutes remaining in the session. YH8 Racing is P7 on Supers, 1.0 behind Jason Short. Jason Short was 21.9 faster last lap. Illisp in the SEs is 5th, 0.5 behind AL4 SPN. YH8 Racing is P7, 0.7 behind Jason Short. AL4 SPN in Conrad Straight is P5, 0.1 behind Illisp. YH8 Racing in Conrad Straight is 7th, 1.3 behind Jason Short. AL4 SPN in Pit Straight on lap 9 is 5th, 0.6 behind Illisp. Inadias exiting pits on Supers. Todd is P9, 1.4 behind Jonathan Rosser. Todd is now P8. AL4 SPN in Griffin S Mount is P5 on Supers, 1.7 behind Illisp. Todd in Mountain Straight is 8th, 0.4 behind Jonathan Rosser. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is 8th battling Todd. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P2. Best lap is a 2:07.622. Jonathan Rosser on lap 9 is P8, 1.0 behind Todd. Jason Short exiting pits on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Mountain Straight is P2, 3.1 behind Yamashita Fording. Matthew Gray 89.mg was 3.6 faster last lap. Jonathan Rosser is P8, 4.1 behind Todd. Matthew Gray 89.mg in McPhillamy Park on lap 10 is 2nd, 0.4 behind Yamashita Fording. Jonathan Rosser in Mountain Straight is 8th, 4.8 behind Todd. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Conrad Straight is second. Best lap is a 2:07.285. The leader has just finished the race. Yamashita 40 finished first. Matthew Gray 89.mg finished P2. MMR 333 finished P3. Jason Short finished 9th. Illis finished 4th. AL4SPN finished 5th. YH8 Racing finished 6th. Todd finished P7. Inadias finished 10th. Jonathan Rosser finished 8th. Broadcast bot is P12. The race session is at Mount Panorama Circuit in Bathurst, Australia. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. Todd is P1. Jason Short from New Zealand is P2 on Supers. Inadias from New Zealand is P3 on Supers. MMR 333 from Canada is 4th on Supers. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is P5 on Supers. Race start. MMR 333 in pit straight is P8. MMR 333 is now P9. Todd from New Zealand in Mountain Straight is 3rd on Supers. lost 8 to Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is P3. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P4 on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed Jonathan Rosser for P3. Jonathan Rosser in McMillan Park is P4. Gillis from New Zealand in the Dipper is P5 on Supers. Gillis lost P6 to Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser in Conrad Straight is 5th. Minutes remaining in the session. Matthew Gray 89.mg is 3rd, 0.4 behind YH8 Racing. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed YH8 Racing for 2nd. Jonathan Rosser is 4th battling AL4 SPN. Jonathan Rosser lost 5th to Yamashita 40. Todd entering the pits is 6th. Jonathan Rosser lost P8 to Todd. Gillis in pit straight is 7th, 0.6 behind MMR 333. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Mountain Straight is P5 on Supers, 0.7 behind AL4 SPN. Inadice in core event is P9, 1.1 behind Ravinus. Todd exiting pits on Supers. Yamashita 40 in Solman Park is 5th, 0.5 behind AL4 SPN. Yamashita 40 passed AL4 SPN for 4th. AL4 SPN on lap 2 is P5 on Supers, 0.7 behind Yamashita 40. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Conrad Straight is 2nd, 2.3 behind Jason Short. AL4 SPN in Conrad Straight is 5th, 0.7 behind Yamashita 40. Ravinus in Conrad Straight on lap 2 is 9th on Supers, 0.7 behind Inadius. Jonathan Rosser is 10th, 1.4 behind Ravinus. AL4 SPN in core event is P5, 2.1 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 was 4.5 faster last lap. Jonathan Rosser in Mountain Straight is 10th, 0.1 behind Ravinus. Jonathan Rosser passed Ravinus for 9th. AL4SPN is 5th, 2.3 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is P9, 0.7 behind Anadias. AL4SPN in Conrad Strait is P5, 2.8 behind Yamashita 40. Anadias in Forest Elbow is 9th, 3.1 behind Jonathan Rosser. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Gillis from New Zealand in Pit Straight is 6th, 3.2 behind AL4SPN. Jonathan Rosser in Pit Straight is 8th, 1.8 behind MMR 333. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Skyline is 2nd, 2.6 behind Jason Short. Jonathan Rosser is P8, 0.8 behind MMR 333. Todd on lap 4 is P11, 1.6 behind Ravinus. Ravinus is 11th, 0.9 behind Todd. Todd was 15.6 faster last lap. Jonathan Rosser in Forest Elbow is 8th, 2.6 behind MMR 333. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Quarry Bend is P2, 2.0 behind Jason Short. Jonathan Rosser is 8th, 3.5 behind MMR 333. Jonathan Rosser is now 7th. AL4SPN exiting pits on Supers. AL4SPN is P10. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Conrad Strait is P2, 1.2 behind Jason Short. Anadias is 9, 0.2 ahead of AL4SPN. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P2, 1.0 behind Jason Short. AL4SPN in the SEs is 9th, 2.2 behind Todd. Matthew Gray 89.mg in core event is P2, 1.6 behind Jason Short. Yamashita 40 exiting pits on supers. Gillis exiting pits on supers. Todd is P8, 3.3 behind Jonathan Rosser. Todd was 4.7 faster last lap. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Matthew Gray 89.mg in the SEs is P2, 2.0 behind Jason Short. Anadias entering the pits is P10. Todd in Mountain Straight is P8, 2.3 behind Jonathan Rosser. Todd was 5.7 faster last lap. Matthew Gray 89.mg is second, 2.0 behind Jason Short. Matthew Gray 89.mg entering the pits is second. Anadias exiting pits on supers. Gillis is P8. Todd on lap 6 is 7th, 1.0 behind Jonathan Rosser. Matthew Gray 89.mg exiting pits on supers. Todd is now P6. AL4SPN in Conrad Straight is 8th, 1.5 behind Gillis. Matthew Gray 89.mg in the cutting is 3rd, 2.2 behind YH8 Racing. Gillis in pit straight is 7th, 3.8 behind Todd. Matthew Gray 89.mg on lap 7 is P3, 1.0 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser exiting pits on supers. Gillis from New Zealand in the cutting is 7th, 3.5 behind Todd. Todd was 40.7 faster last lap. Ravinus entering the pits is P10. Matthew Gray 89.mg is 3rd, 0.3 behind YH8 Racing. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed YH8 Racing for 2nd. Ravinus exiting pits on supers. Jason Short exiting pits on supers. Jason Short is 2nd. Jason Short passed Matthew Gray 89.mg for P1. YH8 Racing exiting pits on supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Mountain Straight is 2nd, 3.2 behind Jason Short. Yamashita 40 in Mountain Straight is P4 on Supers, 2.7 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 exiting pits on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.MG is second, 3.1 behind Jason Short. Yamashita 40 is P4 on Supers, 2.5 behind YH8 Racing. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Matthew Gray 89.MG in Conrad Straight is second, 2.4 behind Jason Short. Yamashita 40 in Conrad Straight is P4, 1.5 behind YH8 Racing. Matthew Gray 89.MG in Mountain Straight is second, 2.5 behind Jason Short. Yamashita 40 in Mountain Straight is fourth, 0.4 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing in Mountain Straight is fourth on Supers battling Yamashita 40. MMR 333 in Hell Corner is P7, 3.2 behind Illis. YH8 Racing in McPhillamy Park is P4, 0.4 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 was 7.7 faster last lap. Ravinus in Skyline is 11, 2.8 behind Inadias. YH8 Racing in Conrad Straight is P4, 0.4 behind Yamashita 40. Illisp is P6, 2.4 behind Todd. YH8 Racing in Pit Straight on lap 10 is fourth, 1.5 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 was 1.9 faster last lap. Illisp on lap 9 is 6th, 1.3 behind Todd. YH8 Racing is P4. Best lap is a 2:08.676. 1.797 off the fastest lap. Illis Illis in Mountain Straight is P6 on Supers, 0.8 behind Todd. Illis was 3.0 faster last lap. Illis passed Todd for 5th. MMR 333 in the cutting is P7, 1.5 behind Todd. MMR 333 was 1.3 faster last lap. MMR 333 passed Todd for P6. Todd entering the pits is 8th. Yamashita 40 in Conrad Straight is 3rd on Supers, 2.6 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. YH8 Racing is 4th, 3.6 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 in Mountain Straight is 3rd, 2.7 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Yamashita 40 was 6.5 faster last lap. YH8 Racing is 4th, 3.8 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 in Solman Park is 3rd, 3.1 ahead of YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Corey Bend is P6. Best lap is a 2:10.456. 3.577 off the fastest lap. The leader has just finished the race. Jason Short finished P1. AL4SPN finished 8th. Yamashita 40 is P2. Yamashita 40 finished P2. YH8 Racing finished P3. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P4. Illis is 5th. Illis is now P4. Finished P4. MMR 333 finished P5. Inadias finished P9. Ravinus finished P10. Todd finished P11. Matthew Gray 89.mg finished P6. Jonathan Rosser finished 7th. Broadcast bot is 12th. Todd from New Zealand in pit straight is P7 on Supers. Jason Short from New Zealand in Sulman Park is second on Supers. Todd is sixth. YH8 Racing is third on Supers. Jason Short in Conrad Straight is second. YH8 Racing in Conrad Straight is fourth. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Conrad Straight is P7 on Supers. Todd is fourth. Inadias from New Zealand is P3 on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg in pit straight is third. Todd in Mountain Straight is first. Best lap is a 2:46.794. The race session is at Mount Panorama Circuit in Bathurst, Australia. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the northeast. AL4SPN is first. Todd from New Zealand is second on Supers. Jason Short from New Zealand is third on Supers. MMR333 from Canada is fourth on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P5 on Supers. Race start. Matthew Gray 89.mg is now P3. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed AL4SPN for first. Gillis from New Zealand in Mountain Straight is P2 on Supers. Gillis lost P2 to Todd. Jason Short in Mountain Straight is fourth. Jason Short passed Todd for P2. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in the cutting is P3 on Supers. Yamashita 40 passed Jason Short for second. Jason Short in Sulman Park is P3. AL4 SPN in Skyline is P5 on Supers. Jason Short is third. From New Zealand in Conrad Strait is 8th on Supers. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short is third, 0.5 behind Yamashita 40. Is 8th battling Inadias. Jason Short in Mountain Strait is P3, 1.3 behind Yamashita 40. Spin Mountain Strait is P8 on Supers, 0.8 behind Todd. Jason Short in Reed Park is P3 on Supers, 0.6 behind Yamashita 40. Is 8th, 0.8 behind Todd. Jason Short is P3, 0.7 behind Yamashita 40. AL4 SPN is 8th, 0.3 behind Gillespie. Inadias in Conrad Strait is P9, 0.4 behind AL4 SPN. Todd is P6, 0.1 behind Yamashita 40. Todd passed Yamashita 40 for 5th. Todd lost P5 to Yamashita 40. Gillespie in Pit Straight is 7th on Supers, 0.2 behind Todd. Gillespie passed Todd for 6th. Todd in Hell Corner is P8, 0.1 behind AL4 SPN. Inadias in Mountain Strait is P9, 0.4 behind Todd. Todd was 8.6 faster last lap. Todd is P8, 0.8 behind AL4 SPN. Inadias in Solman Park is 9th, 2.1 behind Todd. Todd in the dipper on lap 3 is 8th, 1.8 behind AL4 SPN. Todd was 14.4 faster last lap. Yamashita 40 in Conrad Straight is P5, 2.3 behind YH8 Racing. Todd is 8th. Best lap is a 2:13.586. 6.935 off the fastest lap. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Yamashita 40 in Mountain Straight is P5, 1.4 behind YH8 Racing. Todd in Mountain Straight is P8, 1.1 behind AL4 SPN. Yamashita 40 in Solman Park is P5, 0.9 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing in the dipper is P3 on Supers, 0.8 ahead of Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 in Conrad Straight is P4, 0.3 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing in Conrad Straight is P4 battling Yamashita 40. Illis from New Zealand is 6th, 1.4 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing in Mountain Straight is P4, 1.5 behind Yamashita 40. Illis in Mountain Straight is 6th, 1.2 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing on lap 5 is P4, 2.3 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 was 2.9 faster last lap. Illis from New Zealand in Skyline is P6, 1.1 behind MMR 333. Illis was 14.0 faster last lap. YH8 Racing in Conrad Straight is 4th, 2.0 behind Yamashita 40. Illisp in Conrad Straight is P6, 1.8 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing in pit straight on lap 6 is P4, 2.9 behind Yamashita 40. Illisp in Mountain Straight is 6th, 1.0 behind MMR 333. Todd entering the pits is 8th. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Inadias entering the pits is P9. Todd is 8th. Illisp is P6. YH8 Racing is 4th, 3.7 behind Yamashita 40. Illisp is 6th, 1.3 behind MMR 333. Inadias exiting pits on Supers. YH8 Racing in Conrad Straight is 4th, 4.3 behind Yamashita 40. Illisp on lap 6 is 6th, 0.5 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 in pit straight is 4th, 0.1 ahead of Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 exiting pits on Supers. Illisp exiting pits on Supers. Illisp in Hell Corner is 6th. AL4SPN exiting pits on Supers. MMR 333 in Griffin S Mount is P4, 4.1 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short in Conrad Straight is P2. Todd exiting pits on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg entering the pits is P1. MMR 333 is P4. Illisp in Forest Elbow is 6th. Matthew Gray 89.mg exiting pits on Supers. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Mountain Straight is P2. AL4SPN in Conrad Straight is 7th. YH8 Racing exiting pits on Supers. MMR333 exiting pits on Supers. Gillespie Mountain Straight is P6, 1.6 behind MMR333. MMR333 is P5, 0.9 ahead of Illis. Illis is P6, 0.7 behind MMR333. 5 minutes remaining in the session. MMR333 in the Essies is 5th, 0.9 ahead of Illis. Illis in Conrad Straight is 6th, 1.1 behind MMR333. Inadias entering the pits is P9. Jason Short exiting pits on Supers. MMR333 in the chase is P5, 1.5 ahead of Illis. Illis in pit straight is 6th, 1.0 behind MMR333. Inadias exiting pits on Supers. MMR333 in Mountain Straight is P5. Best lap is a 2:09.839. 3.188 off the fastest lap. Illis is 6th, 0.3 behind MMR333. MMR333 in Solman Park is 5th, 0.5 ahead of Illis. Illis in the Essies is P6, 0.8 behind MMR333. MMR333 in Conrad Straight is P5, 1.0 ahead of Illis. Illis in Conrad Straight is P6, 0.9 behind MMR333. MMR333 in Murray S Corner is 5th, 1.1 ahead of Illis. Illis was 6.3 faster last lap. MMR333 lost 5th to Illis. Illis in Mountain Straight is P5, 4.2 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short is second. Illisvin Solman Park is 5th, 4.5 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P6 on Supers. Illisvin Conrad Straight is P5, 4.9 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Conrad Straight is P6. Illisvin Pit Straight is 5th, 4.3 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short in Solman Park is P2 on Supers, 2.6 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Illisvin Griffin S Mount is P5. Best lap is a 2:09.378. 2.727 off the fastest lap. Jason Short in Conrad Straight is P2, 0.1 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Jason Short passed Matthew Gray 89.mg for first. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Conrad Straight is P2 on Supers battling Jason Short. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed Jason Short for P1. The leader has just finished the race. Jason Short finished P1. Matthew Gray 89.mg finished second. Yamashita 40 finished P3. YH8 Racing finished 4th. Illis finished P5. MMR 333 finished 6th. AL4 SPN is P7. Inadias is 9. Inadias finished P9. Todd finished P8.